AI doesn't pull your thinking down, it pulls it toward the middle. And the middle is where distinct ideas go to disappear. You don't sound worse. You sound polished, fluent, reasonable. And that's the problem. This isn't about AI making you lazy, and it's not about it making you less intelligent. It's about convergence. When millions of people use the same system trained on the average of human expression, their ideas begin to resemble each other. Not because they copied, because they drew from the same statistical center. And the more you use it, the harder it becomes to hear the difference. AI doesn't give you bad ideas. It gives you statistically safe ones. Patterns that work, structures that feel familiar, arguments that have already survived repetition. And already survived feels like already proven. So you use them because they work. But works and distinct are not the same thing. The average idea, delivered fluently, is almost impossible to detect as average. It doesn't feel generic, it feels correct. And that's how convergence begins. Original thinking is like exploring a city without GPS. You get lost, you take wrong turns, you discover streets you weren't looking for. That wandering isn't inefficiency, it's identity. AI is GPS for thinking. Efficient, accurate, optimized. But it routes everyone through the same roads. And like autocorrect, it doesn't just finish your sentences. It corrects your voice. Over time, you stop exploring side streets. You start choosing the fastest path, and eventually, your thinking stops surprising even you. Pause. That's the shift. The first few times you use AI, it feels like a tool. After a while, you stop noticing the structure it gives you. You begin anticipating it. You outline ideas before you've actually thought them through. You finish sentences the way it would. That's when it changes. Not when AI writes for you, but when you start writing like it. If you opened a blank page right now and wrote something without assistance, would it still sound like you? Or would it sound like something that already exists? Fluency tricks the brain. Clear structure feels intelligent. Confidence feels authoritative. But fluency is pattern recognition. When everything you produce is clean and structurally sound, it becomes harder to tell whether the idea is actually yours or just well arranged. The middle is persuasive. That's why it's dangerous, because it doesn't look like loss. It looks like improvement. This isn't dramatic. You'll still produce good work. You'll still sound competent. People may even compliment the clarity, but slowly your edges soften. Your strange detours disappear. Your unfinished thoughts resolve too quickly. And you won't feel something leaving. You'll just feel smoother. The convergence isn't loud, it's gradual. And that's why it works. The solution isn't to stop using AI. It's to protect the part of thinking that only happens when you don't know where you're going. Use AI after you've wandered, after you've struggled, after you've written something messy and incomplete. Let it refine, let it compress, but don't let it decide what direction you are heading in. Because distinctiveness is not a feature of polished answers. It's a side effect of wandering. AI doesn't make you less intelligent. It makes you less distinguishable. And the cost of that isn't obvious. It's quiet. The middle is efficient, but the middle is where distinct ideas go to disappear. If that feels worth thinking about, this channel explores how AI changes not just what we create, but how we think. And once you notice convergence, it's hard to unsee it.